Alright guys, welcome to Late Night with Try. As usual, with these streams I'm a little bit more muted, but we are going to stream more Guild Wars 1. As I said last time, this is going to continue. I'm going to continue doing this whenever I have time to do this, you know, due to a late night stream. And yeah, I think today is the perfect day to do it. Honestly, I have been grinding out some of the characters. I'm going to show you the progress that we've did. The thing is, we have 6 different characters. Every single one of them is from a different class. And all of them are going to go on this journey together. This is my plan. And every single one of them is going to do a different mission. You know? So we'll have to trust the system, and I'm hoping that it works all out in the end. We're going with 6 characters. Once we enter Cantha, the second campaign, we're going for 2 new characters that are going to take the reins, and in Ilona there's also 2 new characters that are taking the reins. So yeah, so for Prophecies it's 6, for Cantha it's 2, for Ilona it's 2. All in all, 10 characters. I'm going to tell you later what we're going to do with the Prophecies characters after this series is over. We'll see very soon what happens to these characters after the series is over. And Prophecies will take us forever, I have a feeling, but yeah. So yeah, I have positioned every one of our 6 characters at different parts in the story. So whenever I do a mission, like in the next parts, today basically, we're going to do quests and missions, and each character is parked at a different mission currently. And so when we complete a mission, we're switching characters to a different character that has already done the previous mission. So they are going to be a different character that plays differently, so that we can have a lot of variety in the streams, you know. So that's the way I want to do it. It's a very unique way of presenting it, I think. So I'm hoping for the best, you know. But yeah, that was super dumb of me. Let me quickly redo that, because that was super dumb. I completely ended the music. I mean, we quickly could jump over here. There you go. And use this game audio. Maybe. Yeah, but I still need to do this. Why is it muted? Oh, because I muted it. Sorry, I still have to get this set up. Let me... Can I not see? There it was. There's the official soundtrack. I still need those. Then we're removing the keyboards. But yeah, I still haven't set up a background, a backdrop. I'm going to do that soon. Right. So yeah, we're starting off with a ranger today. Let me keep this mouse around too, so I can control everything on here. All right. First off, let's go to the options and let's turn up the master volume again. And yeah, my PC actually likes to play with me. Here we go. All right, here we are. Welcome to Guild Wars Prophecies again. So last time we went through the searing part of this. We set up all 6 characters and were in Ascalon. Before the searing, so what basically happened is the Char, the faction that the humans have fought against in the past and are still fighting against, and we're still fighting against, but the Char were basically losing this war against the humans all this time. So yeah, the Char were losing this war, and until they found a certain type of magic cauldron, or magic cauldrons, multiple, like they found multiple magic cauldrons. So with these magic cauldrons, they managed to take down the wall that the humans built, the Great Northern Wall. Like the Char, previously before this, were actually pushed back way past the Northern Wall. Like there were even human settlements. I can show it to you. So yeah, this on the map is the big Northern Wall, you know. So we were basically in Ascalon here before the searing happened, and the humans were actually pushed back way, the Char were actually pushed back way north. So there's also human settlements around here and around here, before the wall even. So yeah, the humans actually settled before the walls too, but with those magic cauldrons and this new magic that the Char acquired, they were able to destroy the wall, and we're going to see a lot of fallout from that today. Like what happened, and they were able to destroy the wall and breach it, and literally walls back into human territory. And so there's an all-out war going on that the humans in Ascalon, the Ascalonians, seem to be losing right now. So yeah, that's the basic story. This takes place actually 2 years after pre-searing. So everything we played up until now has been to the tutorial. The whole pre-searing stuff and all of that was the tutorial, and this takes place 2 years after. So you can see the landscape has changed rapidly in Ascalon. It's all dry, arid desert now, more or less, because of the way these crystals interacted with the environment. Alright. Alright. So yeah, we were talking to someone named Ambassador Zane. And he was giving us a note to War Master Titus, the king's message. Yep. That's okay. But yeah, they were giving us a note for the king, because as it stands, there's two human. As it now stands, there's two human nations on this planet, on this continent. There's Ascalon, which is here, and there's Kryta, which is here. Kryta is over here. Ascalon is over here. And Ambassador Zane is an ambassador from Kryta, and they're offering to help deal with the Char invasion. So they're offering Ascalon to help deal with the Char invasion. But the king is vehemently against it, because Kryta, and as it stands with human nations, Kryta and Ascalon and another nation that we're going to hear about, or down to the south, have been in a free conflict, in a free nation conflict called the Guild War, before the Char actually became a threat. So yeah, these three nations have been in war before. So what the Guild Wars, that's literally the only time they really mention it. Honestly, Guild Wars. But yeah, so yeah, these three nations have been in a conflict for a long time, so they don't trust each other still. But yeah, one thing I did is I bought better armor. As you can see, we already have armor value of 40. And yeah, we're going to continue. And we're going to start out with Ranger. Last time we started out with... That guy has been standing here for 2 weeks. Doing absolutely nothing for 2 weeks. Absolutely nothing. That's some dedication, man. But yeah, we're going to take some henchmen with us. We're going to take the healer, we're going to take the fighter, and we're going to take the mage. Obviously. And yeah, so yeah, we're supposed to go to Old Ascalon and deliver the royal message from the king back to Ambassador Zane. That's what we're going to do. And this is where the story begins. Gerald the Tamer. I don't want to be pinged by you. Nope, I'm not going back to Ascalon. I'm currently streaming, dude. Go away. Yeah, let's talk to War Master Gast. Here's some quests for us. So yeah, we're going to pick up a lot of quests, and we're going to finish a lot of quests. Is there no end to these blasted gargoyles? You there, what do you want? Military matters. There's something of a military emergency taking place. When Baradin and his vanguard broke the Char lines to Packet Square, they created a weak point in our own line. Our scouts report that Char forces are massing to try to break through. Dude, do I need to block you? Dude, I haven't added anyone to my ignore list yet, but whatever. Our scouts report to Char forces amassing to try to break through the breach, and we've got enough men in place to stop them. We need to reassign our forces quickly. If you're willing, I'd like you to gather up a patrol that has been watching the road in Regent Valley. The patrol leader is Sergeant Clark. I need you to bring him and his man back to you. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to read out a bit of text, not all of it. Gargoyle trouble, defeat 5 gargoyles. Shadow of Flash gargoyles. And you can see some skill names beyond those, as you can see. If I look at my quest log real quick. Here we go, these are skills. So you can get skills from these quests, which is a unique thing to Prophecies. In Prophecies, you can actually get skills from certain quests by doing them. This is not possible in any of the other games, except for certain very, very specific instances where you can get it. But in Prophecies, you gain natural skills, which is good. Greetings, Ambassador Zane. Let me first welcome you to Ascalon City. Prince Rurik, thank you for your kind words. I will admit I was nervous about this meeting. Our initial reception here in Ascalon City has been less than warm. So I have heard. I apologize for my father. He means well and does what he thinks is best for the country. But sometimes he's stubborn. Memory of the last guild war gets in his way. The days of war between our nations are over. We are here in the name of Kryta to give aid to Ascalon. We ask for nothing in return. Now I see why people of Ascalon so admire you, Rurik. When it's your turn, you will be a good king indeed. We would be foolish to allow our pride to stand in the way of such a generous offer. But yeah, it seems like... Thank you, Ambassador. now I must take my leave. I will talk to the king. Perhaps I can change his mind and gain access to the city. And gain you access to the city. But yeah, this is basically... Prince Rurik disagrees with his father a lot in those matters. And we're going to follow Prince Rurik for a while. A message from with the royal seal. Let's see. Honored ambassador, etc., etc. Your request for permission to enter the city and address the people of Ascalon is emphatically denied. This being the fourth such denial, His Majesty bids you reconsider this ill-conceived journey and contemplate a return to Krypton. King Adelburn and I have learned a very different lessons from the wars of the past. Isolation is not the answer. Only in peace and mutual friendship shall we find our salvation. I still have hope that in time he will realize the truth of this. Right, Ambassador Zane. He has some quests for us, helping the people of Ascalon. I do not understand the hostility that my presence generates from your king. I seek only to help the people of Ascalon. You could help me in this cause. I have a shipment of supplies that I was going to deliver to an Ascalonian woman called Ellie Rigby. She runs an orphanage for those who have lost their parents in the evil times. King Adelburn, however, will not allow me into the city to deliver these supplies. I will gladly help. Let's get these supplies. Unseen ones preserve you. I'm Ambassador Zane. I've been in honor of representing the White Mantle. It's my hope that we can be friends. Despite the current peace between Kryta and Ascalon, King Adelburn still chooses to view all Krytans with distrust. He respects the old laws too much to do anything untoward, but I must take care to not give him an excuse to expel me from the kingdom. Therein lies my trouble. Unable to enter the city, my men have been forced to travel south to Region Valley to resupply, and have been victimized repeatedly by a bandit named Torin. We would hunt down Torin ourselves, but shedding blood of an Ascalon, even criminal like Torin, might be a mistake. Will you attend to this bandit threat for me? Sure. Unseen ones protect you. This land seems much tragedy. Even in this place I feel the spirits of the dead filled with confusion and anger. I believe there is a craftsman here in Old Ascalon. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're going to get a ton of quests here. And we're going to work them off with our ranger. As usual. So yeah, let's go after... one thing that I want to get to is... Alright. It's been so long since I played ranger. I played a bit more of the other characters before. Why not? I still don't know where we would go with our ranger, really. Just in terms of pure skill system. I don't think I've bought any skills yet for my ranger. Let's use his lightning reflexes, so this guy won't actually do anything else. But yeah, it's really important that you get a ton of skills from these quests early on. Each class gets different quests, depending on which class you have. Obviously, because a lot of these early trainers in early Ascalon are still alive. They're hopping around here, and they give you different quests for your class with skills for your class. I need to press this one. We're going to keep the pet around for now, but it's not going to be useful unless I skill as Beastmaster. But we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, obviously. There's tons of quests here, and they lead you all across Ascalon, really. I did them with my warrior earlier, and yeah, they lead you very, very far across Ascalon. But yeah, as you might notice, we have Ascalon City, Old Ascalon. Down here is a Regent Valley. There's an area over here too that you can explore, which we'll get into later. But also there's the breach. This is like a part that has been breached by I think it's not even breached by the Char really. But yeah, this is called the breach. And we're going to go through the breach. And then there's Old Diesa Plateau, there's the Flame Corridor, and Dragon's Gulch or whatever. But yeah, we're not going to explore everything of Ascalon, really. We might come back to Ascalon, but there is some areas that I have not found a quest leading to so far, so I'm not going to try to get there, you know. If I'm honest, the character that will have the most trouble throughout Tyria will be my mom. Just because healing is very different, and the henchmen that we're getting, like Alesia, Stefan, Orion, they are not very good, I have to say. The NPC henchmen are not very great in this game. There's a different system later on down the line that you can use. With better NPCs, with better NPC AI too, you know, that has like better NPCs and better NPC AI that are way more useful, and basically make it so that you can finish the game solo. You can just solo the game with them. But yeah. We want to talk to Master Ranger Nente. Because he's going to give us ranger skills. Char Patrol. Let the hunt begin. Alright. Master Ranger. But yeah, we're going with Master Ranger Nente on a patrol to call out some Char. Hello. I hate these Devaras, by the way. They are the worst. They are popping up everywhere, and they are literally the worst type of enemies. But yeah, we'll throughout the games we'll explore these characters a lot. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you don't see in the background. Like I want to get all of these characters different builds that are basically part of the character. You know, like for rangers, I want to have a build that basically traps. Tracks lead off in this direction. A trapper build maybe, or then a proper beastmaster build, you know. Then maybe a build that does interrupts really well, and I want to show them off in the future too. That also means that I have to grind quite a bit with these characters, you know. And I might do a grinding session after this is over with my elementalist. As well. Attack with Crown of Thorns. It's always a good idea to attack the monks first in an enemy party. Because monks are the healers, obviously. And if you attack a healer... That was a little bit premature. But yeah, if you attack a healer, you put pressure on them to heal themselves. And if you can take them out, that takes... This track leads off into this part. By the way, if I can I get my interface? I want to actually heighten my chat window a bit. Just because sometimes they are saying something and it will pop up in chat, you know. The full text will then pop up in chat. But yeah, I also knew this wouldn't like draw in a huge swath of people. Alright, Master Ranger. Hello? There we go. The hunter shot hits your target, gets bleeding for 6 seconds. That could be okay. I'll take it. Let's build an expertise. We need to actually... I have no idea why the Master Ranger is actually now stuck. This seems fine. You know, when you are in Guild Wars mode, it's actually very easy to get used to it. Like, the game is not difficult at all, I would say. But there is some difficult things, and it's mostly up to build crafting. Like, build crafting is probably the most difficult thing you're going to do, because, yes, there can be like a huge array of enemies before you, and sometimes you can be prepared and just your build doesn't work out for whatever reason. And finding that out and fixing what is wrong with those builds that you're going to do is actually very challenging. And there is people that have done it legitimately. I know certain people. Nice interrupt. But yeah, there's certain people that I know that have been super good at all of this bullshit. All of the build crafting, you know, and stuff. They were like masters at it. And they found like every weakness in every build. And could like make these perfect builds for grinding. Grinding the most difficult content, you know. Like, there is a certain type of content that is relatively difficult. Okay, now we have a problem with the Master Ranger, because he is stuck over there. Where the fuck is he? He's over there. Why is he stuck? Sometimes NPCs can get stuck for no reason, and it's the most frustrating thing ever. Problem is to unstick him. Last time I did this, I had to find an enemy. Let me lag my team down here. Maybe we can do this. If I attack this Crown of Thorns. Alright. Come here, boy. Yeah, this Crown of Thorns won't follow me. I was hoping that I could draw an enemy over there, but that's way too far. Yeah, that's way too far. Over here. Please. God damn it, I hate it when this happens. Literally hate it when this happens. Come on, Master Ranger, please attack. There we go. Hopefully this fixes him. Sometimes getting them to fight something can fix them. Whatever problem is causing this with their AI. Apparently it doesn't. Came all this way down here just to do this stupid char patrol. This is a little bit frustrating. You know what? Traveling back to Ascalon City. We'll come there eventually again. Alright, War Master Titus. If If it happens in Ascalon, it's because I say so. Don't waste time. What do you want? There you are. I was asked to pass you a message from Prince Rurik. There's trouble at the Great Northern Wall, and they'd like your help. Squire Zachary is waiting for you at the wall. One thing before you go, Rio Straightshot. Since Althea's disappearance, the prince has grown increasingly reckless. Be careful, old friend. Ascalon needs you in one piece. Oh yeah, by the way, Prince Rurik. Was basically Lady Althea's boyfriend. I think they were promised to each other or something. I think there was something going on. But yeah, helping the people of Ascalon. Alright. There, we've completed this. Military matters. Oh wow, it's a little bit laggy today. That bow's 6 to 8. Nope. What I have is better. As you can see, defend the wall is a primary quest. Primary quests are basically like the main quests. But these are all side quests. But there is a lot of good stories going on in these side quests that I want to explore if I can, you know? What the fuck he... What the fuck, dude? Oh. There he is, King Adelbern and Prince Rurik. Stand aside, Rurik. Before you do this, father, think about your motives. That Crichton is a cancer on the underbelly of Ascalon. I need no further motive than to cut him away before he does more harm. Ambassador Zane is here to offer us help. No Crichton will ever be a friend of Ascalon. Do not be foolish, old man. If you have not noticed, Ascalon is in no position to turn away help. Even from those we were once our enemies. I grow tired of this, Rurik. Step aside this instant. We are here to arrest Ambassador Zane and try him as a traitor of this nation. I will not allow you to jeopardize the fate of Ascalon because of your petty jealousy. If you intend to arrest the ambassador, oh, goddamn it. Go home, father. Let me deal with this. This is a mistake, Rurik. Mark my words, this Crichton will be the death to us all. Well... They don't seem to be seeing eye to eye on this conflict. Blow. We don't actually need that. But still. Yeah, okay. So there's a few missions that we can do that I want to get to real quick. First off, for great justice, bow attack. Penetrating attack hits you, strike plus 8 damage, and this attack is 10% armor penetration. That's actually good. I'm going to remove Savage Shot because interrupting at this stage is not that much of a big deal. Ash Gargoyle. So yeah, the way that I want to go now is actually a different way than we went before, from what we went before. And let's see if we can make it through here, because last time I went here, this was a lost cause. But yeah, we're going to play through this as much as I want today. I don't know, we'll probably not even catch up with some of my characters. But that's okay. We at least finish a few of them, you know, out here. So yeah, this is Sadalek Sanitarium over there, which is an outpost. There we got the materials for Rastin's ritual. And I want to quickly go in here, Sadalek Sanitarium. And then we're going to take a quick detour to Region Valley. Yeah, this is an outpost. Outposts are like small towns, basically, that have like literally no enemies. And most quest givers are here. You can get the Necromancer quest giver here, and you can get the Necromancer quest givers and the Mesmer quest givers here. Do I actually have something in my chest, by the way? I want to see. No bows or anything, but yeah. Yeah, okay. Nothing in my chest for me. Or us. But yeah, for us, right now there are no quest givers. As I said, we have Ranger Warrior. So quest givers are basically that Master Ranger we met, but decided to break, and the Warrior one is War Master Grast that we met along the way. I'm going to do Ambassador's Quandary first, if I can. But yeah, the thing is, down here, by the way, is the monk quest giver, Graston the Protector. like not just me. That would be great. But yeah, we're heading to Regent Valley, which I think we don't have a straight pass through yet. And yeah, as I said, if you can, go off the it's going to be a pain in the butt. Alright. Head up to so you can see it. Fight that brawl. There has to be another healer. Oh, he's right next to me. Nice. Go after this. Now we can take him down. I don't have any with healing skills that charge. These Grawl, by the way, they can come in wide combat. I've seen it before. Yeah, if I ever want to move on to missions, by the way, I'm going to do them outside of these quests. Like, some of these quests are really well done. There's tons of like really good ones, you know, and that have like story and stuff, but they are lengthy as fuck sometimes. Because of where they that's but you know, maybe we'll do a questing session next time on stream too, where we just do some of these side quests. Okay, let's attack this guy. For us. Anything that reduces damage is not great. We don't have the greatest damage output, I would say. And yeah, the Grawl are annoying. They can come in huge packs, especially later down the line. If you're not careful, they just will attack you in huge packs. And it's the most annoying bullshit that you'll ever face. So just be prepared, you know? The gargoyles are actually not that bad. But yeah, we'll have to play through the games with a lot of these characters, and I'm going to keep doing it too. Offline, I'm going to, well, not offline, but whenever I'm not streaming, I'm going to play through the game with a lot of these characters. Like you can get like, I usually get like a few like small sessions of this game in between my work day, every day. And it works, you know, it's just very small, you can do a mission or whatever. By the way, Prohpecies is the only game that lets you skip missions too. So yeah, you don't have to do every mission that is in the story in Prohpecies. Which is interesting, you know. But yeah, I think after we're done with this region valley excursion, I think we might jump to the real meat of the game, which is the missions. We're going to do maybe the first 2 missions or something, because they all rely on each other very heavily. Let's not talk to Sergeant Clark. Let's not be stupid. Let's first go after the thing with the others. Let's first go after what Ambassador Zane wants us to do. So yeah, I'm going to get some of these missions in, or some of these quests in. Probably next time we're playing this, we might do some of these quests that are like actually very interesting. It would be cool if I got like, we got some quests that are actually filling up some of the background, you know, of the characters that we're going to meet. But I don't remember every single quest that there was that gives us background, you know, so. But yeah, it's fun. You have been playing for 1 hour. Yes, we have. There are these chests scattered about too. These chests, you can only open them with a key or with a lockpick. Usually, keys are cheaper to get, but lockpick actually offer a unique title that is in here, maybe. Yeah, this one. Treasure Hunter. You need tons of lockpicks for some of these quests. You know. Titles are not cheap to come by. And it takes tons of grinding. Which, you know, it's an MMO. So, at its core, it's an MMO. So the amount of grinding it requires is very minimal usually to play it normally. But if you want to get in some of the high-end stuff, you'll have to grind for a bit. Although the barrier to entry is not that big. Like, it's more of a game of, how should I say this? It's more of a game of prestige that is expensive, you know? Like, doing the things by its own is not very difficult. But if you want the prestige and then it's very difficult, you know what I mean? And I think that's what I like about it too, is just that it's like that. Kill our animal real quick. I like that it is that way, because that means, like, that means that the game is very approachable for others, usually. So yeah. Sometimes the traversal in these places can be a bit weird. Especially in theory, I feel that way. Fuck you, Whiptail Devourer. I hate the Devourers. They are so dumb. Blocked it with lightning reflexes. Lightning reflexes is what makes it super hard for melee characters to fight against rangers, because as it reaches for 7 seconds you have a 75% chance of blocking coming in. So if a melee guy starts rolling on you, you just pop lightning reflexes, and on higher expertise it probably goes up to around 10 seconds. So you can just have it on the entire time if you want. And you just block all incoming hits. Elementalists. Just waiting for when they show up. But yeah, elementalists obviously really tough to fight against. You have to be prepared to take a shit ton of damage from them. Which we might not see today, really. Elementalist. So yeah, these are basically renegade people, Ascalonians who like to cause trouble. And we'll have to deal with them. Renegades. Alright. Here we are. Yeah, let's take this group out first. Easy. Easy. Alright, let's take out these elementalists, and there's Torin, which is like the leader of these. So let's take out these two elementalists first. There we go, and now Torin. is what Ambassador Zane wanted us to do. This is complete now. So we're going to Sergeant Clark at the beginning. This is just running back now. But yeah, then we're going to get into the missions soon. I don't know if I'm going to make it for the full 3 hours today. But yeah. I plan a Hollow Knight Silksong stream tomorrow, by the way. If I can. So far the game has been weird. But yeah. Not going to talk about it in other streams. If you want my opinion on Hollow Knight Silksong, I'm going to give it to you during the Silksong streams. Not going to try to spoil you on other games, really. It's a highly anticipated game and people have not yet had the chance to play it. So, you know. Easy and normal. I wonder if there's still a Guild Wars 1 Discord floating around. God damn it. Stupid devourers. I hate them so much. There's still probably a dedicated Guild Wars 1 Discord if I know my Guild Wars 1 buddies. Some of those people that I used to play with back in the day still were on like 6 days ago. It was like last Sunday. Yeah. We're going. Alright. Finally made it. There we go. Let's patrol these guys back to Ascalon. Warmaster Grass ordered us to report to him. Lead the way. I know better than to disappoint the Warmaster again. I still haven't recovered from the last time. Man, prepare to move out. Fall in line behind me. Yup. So yeah, we need to escort them back to Ascalon. That's why I wanted to do this quest second. Because we'll have to walk back again. And it kind of sucks that we have to do it. But yeah, after that we're going to start the missions. If I can at least do 3 missions. I was hoping to do the first 4 missions, really. But yeah. I managed to do the first 3 missions. I'm actually okay, you know, with the outcome. Alright. You guys are following me. To go in there. But yeah, as you can see in a lot of these areas in Ascalon, there is these crystals everywhere, and those are from the cauldrons that the Char used. Oh yeah, we're not picking that up. But the way back should be relatively easy, right? Only a few gargoyles. God damn it, those Devourers are like literally the worst enemies. To actually drink a little bit more so I don't fall asleep. Well, I hate these balls. The way they pop up always feels so cheap. And especially the whiptail ones are just annoying because of lightning reflexes. Okay. I think we made it so far. There you go. You couldn't have come at a better time. Word from Captain West at the breach is that a Char attack is imminent. Get yourself there as quickly as you can and help Captain West repel the Char attack. Yeah, we could do that, but we're not going to do that right now. Let's talk to Ambassador Zane real quick. Tend in the quest to Ambassador Zane. You have my sincerest thanks for ridding us of the troublesome Tauren. I hope it gives me hope to see that not all the people of Ascalon are blinded by trouble of old. May the unseen ones watch over you. Let's up marksmanship and tactics, maybe. Unseen ones preserve you. I'm missing mission of peace. You've been a friend to me and I'm grateful. Now I have another favor to ask. My men and I are in constant danger as long as we remain here. I have physical evidence of the threat, something that might convince the Vanguard to help. If you'll take it to Gate Guard Hollis, perhaps the Vanguard will agree to provide protection for us. You'll find him guarding the eastern gate of Ascalon City. Sure. This can be done all in one go, by the way. because it will literally lead us to the breach. But for now, we're going to do the main mission, defend the wall. Defend the wall. Alright. Hopefully that guy is gone. Now he's Swiss Berserker. God damn it. Go up there. But yeah, this leads us directly in Ascalon City to the Great Northern Wall. And yeah, these crystals can be found literally everywhere. You know? Alright. But yeah, before we go and start this mission, I actually want to... God damn. I'm going to take a short break, and I'm going to use this bathroom break in order to go to the bathroom, obviously. Alright. There, we're going to take a short bathroom break, and when we come back, more. Alright. We're back. We are back. We are back. Let me get rid of this audio. Alright. We made it. PC Gaming's back, everyone. So let's go. Now, this is what a mission looks like on the map. The Great Northern Wall. And we need to talk to Squire Zachary. It's an honor to meet you, Rhea Straightshot. I suppose you're wondering why Prince Rurik asked you here. I'm afraid I can't say, really. Captain Calhan is in charge, and I'm not so important that they tell me anything, to be honest. I do know there's trouble ahead. You should gather a few allies before you go in to talk to the captain. He's the sort to send you right into the fray as soon as he sees you. Alright. Well then, I'd say welcome to the wall, but this place doesn't welcome anyone. Surely you've heard of the Great Northern Wall. It's the only largest defensive structure built by humans in all Tyria. When was it built? The original construction started in the year 898 AE. The first phase was complete nearly 100 years later. But every king who has ruled Ascalon since has added to it. It's sort of a living structure. It was built to keep out the Char, of course. Plagued these lands for centuries. If only we'd known they had such powerful magic. Maybe we should have been able to avert the Searing and Ascalon would be the whole and healthy today. But we didn't, and there's no sense in dwelling on what could have been, right? What recent news of the Char? Hardly a day goes by in which the beasts on the assault the soldiers stationed on the wall. Today, though, all has been quiet and everyone is on edge. Captain Callan believes that the Char are planning another large raid. This quiet is just the calm before the storm. Though the wall is strong, it likely won't be enough to hold back a mass invasion. Callan has been asking for volunteers to scout out the wall to find out what the beasts are up to. It's good to see that bravery lies in the heart of at least one Ascalon. Click enter mission. I'm on my way. So yeah, let's log out. Character select. So yeah, this is how far we're going with the ranger. Now we go with the monk. The monk is currently stationed at the Great Northern Wall. And we're going with the fighter, the mage, and the archer. As you can see, I have a great deal of healing magic with me. With my monk. Let me quickly check. Okay. I have an Ascalonian key. Let's enter the mission. And we're going to start up this mission. As you can see, this is an instanced mission. These missions are just single task missions, like, well, it can have multiple tasks too, but it's like a straightforward quest gauntlet. It's like a story mission that drives the plot, you know? So yeah, let's talk to Captain Callan. We fear the Char General, Banfas Burnfur, is planning a mass raid. Head north to the enemy territory and find out what the Mangy Beast has planned. Alright. So yeah, we are scouting ahead to find out what the Char have planned in terms of invading Ascalon. Cool thing is, as monk, you can actually also heal just NPCs. If you want. I don't have the best skills right now already, but yeah. Also, in Tyria, we're going to come across as bonus rewards for quests. And these range quite a bit, but in Prophecies, which we are in now, these bonus rewards require us to do bonus objectives. So yeah, we're going to do bonus objectives. We're going to try at least for each mission to get bonus objectives done. let me actually enhance my party window a bit so I can click them easier a bit. Maybe that's too big. Alright. But yeah, the monk is going to have the hardest time because the henchmen are not very good. And we're going to lose a lot of damage because of it. Dealing damage is like the easiest way to power through most of the game, is what I would say, you know. But yeah, most of these missions send us on a relatively straight path, I would say. Energy plus 4. So there might be a time when I just switch my monk to smite magic and just play it as a regular damage dealer in the future. It's probably not the best that way, but it is an option. After this, let's attack with Whiptail Devourer. It's actually hard looking at the screen right now because I'm so tired. That's okay. Low wall. Orion. I'm absolutely okay with that. But yeah, some of these bonus objectives that we are supposed to do during the missions are actually quite tough. And we might not hit some of them. But it's okay, you know? If we don't hit them, that's okay too. As long as we're hitting the main objectives of the mission, it's all good in the hood. We can always come back and do like the bonus missions and the bonus objectives. As I was saying, like, the heroes are not that great. Like, the henchmen that you get are not that great. In terms of AI and stuff. Thanks for the energy, idiot. But yeah, I used the monk for this one because this is the easiest one by far. The easiest mission. And the monk should be able to do it easily. God damn it. Here's to pick up the golds. Sure, this guy is not going to go down unless I interfere. Yeah, these warriors are an actual problem. Because they have healing signet and they're abusing the fuck out of it. There we go. That took way too long. But whatever. Open this gate up. The Devourers, by the way, love it here. You can't get it closer at all. Okay. Let's heal. By the way, I used to be a monk. Back in the day. They don't do too much damage, honestly. God. I'm really super tired. I don't know if the second mission has to wait until next time. That would be horrible, but yeah. These late night streams are not doing it for me. Clint Testibris Crest. Interesting. But yeah, immediately pick up all of these items you found in the wreckage. Make it a little bit easier. I hate how tired I am, honestly. I actually wanted to play a little bit more on stream, but fucking monks. Alright. Off the rest of the gargoyles. I don't know if it's next, but probably get something. Remove hex and start with hex. But yeah, I think this will be the last mission for today. Sorry guys, I'm just too worn out. I was hoping for more, but whatever. There's some wreckage. Please look for this wreckage and pick it up when you do this mission. Kentis Tibris quiz. A gargoyle. Gargoyle. Alright. Like a few things we need to do right now, but one of them is literally just going here. Alright. Getting way too tired. I don't fall asleep on stream, that would be embarrassing. Chest with a key, and we get with illusion magic, which is probably not anyway. But whatever. There's the Greaves, and I'm pretty sure that's all the wreckage that we can get. Hopefully I didn't miss anything, but I don't think I did. Alright. But yeah, you might notice there's a path here that we haven't taken yet. And yeah. Sometimes you have to go out of your way to find these during a mission. Search Clint's T-Breeze call upon. Oh god. But yeah, this is what I mean with bonus objectives. In this mission, the bonus objective is getting the T-Breeze stuff and bringing it to him. You know? Alright. Dude, you don't need to watch it if you don't want to. In life I was known as a champion of Sormia, in death I am but a restless spirit. Please help me, the enchanted armor that sealed my tomb has been stolen. There we go. We brought him his armor and gained the bonus for this mission. So yeah, now we can go back to the actual mission. So yeah, go back. Let's go back. Yeah, we still have to go and scout out the chars, the char north of the Great Wall, and see what they're up to. Alright. Swag the Dasher, huh? We have a monk on our end. Pretty capable one. I need to concentrate on this a little bit. I should be fine. Yeah, the problem is with monks, they're actually hard to take down, especially since I'm a monk. I don't deal damage. I give that job to the henchman. problem. Damn it. Need some energy back, please. Thanks. That should be fine. Can we even kill this group? That's my main issue right now. Can we even kill this group? I might have to interfere a bit. I'm going to try to take away a little bit of the energy here. While we're at it. There we go. Took us long enough. Yeah, that's going to be a reoccurring problem with a monk, you know? Going to be a reoccurring thing as a monk is that we just might not have the damage to do certain things. But yeah. Alright, we are at the end. Relatively. What?
The Char invasion force. Captain Callan was right. They've spotted us. Back to the wall.
Come on. There we go. It turned me around. Oh my god, it turned me around so bad. Alright. Find a new way back. Run to the wall. Yeah, we need to run back all the way to the wall and have a huge invasion force behind us. But yeah, you can actually get ahead of the jar in this one. If you actually skip the cutscene, you have actually a really big head start. You have actually a really big head start to the jar, but since we don't have that, we'll have to trust that it will work out. Time remaining. Let's remove the party members a bit. But yeah, it's a straight way back to the wall. There's not really that much difference. You just need to, you know, accept it. All right. So, back to the wall we are, and we need to talk to Captain Kalan to finish this mission.
You're back. Well done. What news of the Char?
Sir, we found Bonfaz Burnfur and the Char army in a valley to the north, but I'm afraid we were spotted. They come for the wall as we speak.
There are too many. We'll never hold them back. The wall is lost. We must fall back. Retreat! Retreat! Regroup with the bunkers just north of Fort Rannoch. We can't let the Char make it to the capital.
So yeah, no, the Char struck us right as we were trying to defend the wall. This leads us directly into the next mission, which is Fort Rannoch. Check something. Alright. Can't ignore that. Can't ignore that. Yeah, Nightbot deleted a message that I wanted to look into. Alright. So, we're at Fort Rannoch after fleeing. We're regrouping here. Basically, the Char invaded into the Great Northern Wall right here. And now we're going to try to retake the Great Northern Wall from Fort Rannoch. Your words are quite grim. Today is a dark, dark day in the history of Ascalon. Why? The Char have breached the wall again. They burn our homes and threaten to take what little we have left. The gods who man the wall have fallen back, and the Char army marches on Ascalon City. How did this happen? The Char are beasts, but it appears they are not as stupid as many think. They organized a large invasion force and simply overwhelmed the garrison at the northern gates. Prince Rorik is directing an organized defense. Even now he marches towards the wall from the capital city of Rin. Even so, Rin is far to the west. By the time he arrives, Ascalon City may have already fallen. Never fear, brother, we will rise again. Your words are inspiring, but I'm afraid that the end of Ascalon is near. How long we can hold out against such beastly race as a Char? They've only one goal, and that is to see the end of us all. You've heard the rumors. Even Prince Rorik thinks the time has come to abandon the cities and make for the mountain pass. What must I do to save Ascalon City? Ascalon army scattered and in retreat, but small teams are regrouping and making stands against the invaders. If you can push back the Char, force them out and retake the wall, Ascalon City will be saved. On my way, see you in the wall. The event of the next few hours will neither be written about in legend or torn from human memory by the claws of Char. The choice of which of these things comes to pass is up to you. Good luck. Alright. So yeah, we are working on fighting back the Char, and this is where our Mesmer's at. So yeah, as a Mesmer, we have actually a lot more options to us to fight enemies, and we have actually quite a strong build, I feel like. One thing... Energy tap is relatively good to get energy back. I don't like energy feast too much, but I think it's better than nothing. Maybe Shadow Delusions. Power Spike is good. Yeah, I think we can go with what we have right now. So yeah, let's enter Fort Rannick. We are fighting to drive back the Char. I still have the starter cane. Interesting. But yeah, let's go. Fort Rannick. Push back the invading Char army. So yeah, we need to interfere here, right at the start, by the way. The sooner the better, because there's a certain NPC that we need to be actually careful about. To get back into Mesmer mode, empathy, and all of that, and parasite. Yeah. The NPC that I'm talking about is Master Armin Saberlin. He needs to actually survive this onslaught here. So, whenever he doesn't survive, we're going to reset. Because for the bonus he needs to survive. Here, he's going to follow us for a bit. And I'm hopeful that he will survive this next thing. And that Ash Walker. He's level 5, he's very frail at this stage. Actually, gonna make him survive. Add backfire to the mix. He's still alive. Good. Let's regroup real quick before we do anything else. And let's march towards... So yeah, we're marching towards the Great Wall, and we're trying to push back the power that have invaded Ascalon. Alright. Let's march towards the Great Wall. Alright. We're going to use backfire here. Going to energy burn you. Alright, he's gone. still has good health. That's great. But yeah, once you finish this, he will get a quest mark up off his head. And that's where you come in. I definitely need to find out an overlay for this. My son Dieter was carried off by the Char after the first wave. Please find him, he's all I have left. So you cannot activate the bonus if he's dead here. So yeah. So yeah, we'll have to go into that territory and find Master Saberlin's son. Why you would call him Dieter, I have no idea, but that's okay. The good thing is, as a Mesmer, I have actual options to strike back at enemies. Especially in terms of energy consumption and stuff. Let's try out Chaos Storm. Yeah, Chaos Storm is great. I love it. I personally love it. One of my favorites. So yeah, we can already see Trooper Dieter Saberlin over there. But first off, we need to head into the fray. This is like one of my least favorite parts of this mission, is literally here, where you have this fray with enemies to the top and stuff, you know. Alright. I just don't like it. Yeah, they can't hit us and we can't hit them, and this is like the least favorite part of this. Also, that marker is actually planning to destroy me. Power Strike, by the way, is an interrupt spell. You might have heard about it, but Mesmers do these very frequently. They have tons of interrupt spells that just are cancer to deal with. They can interrupt spells if you're fast enough. Like, if someone else is casting a spell and you see it and you activate it, then it gets interrupted and it does something. For example, here, target foe takes 54 damage because he's interrupted when he's interrupted. That's like the catch-all. Let's annoy this stalker up here. But yeah, that's what I'm going to use for monks coming forward. Just interrupt their healing spells and just they take damage as well from our interrupts. It's like one of the major things you can do to annoy monks. Didn't think I would do this still, but that's okay. Torch Spitfire. Yeah, you're going to get a backfire. Good. You're going to die a painful death. Backfire. sir, are going to die from Parasite, Insidious Parasite, and Empathy. So yeah, we have something against melee and something against casters as well. There we go. That's what I want to see. Probably the strongest build you can send in on this mission. Have these guys come over here. There we go. Because the thing up there with these additional units up there can get very tiring very quickly, you know? Especially since they have monks among their ranks, and it's just going to be annoying. You can't just get annoyed, really annoying really fast. Probably should skill into inspiration magic. Alright. There's the stalkers. If you're good at skilling inspiration magic, you can drain enemies' energy so dry that they literally can do nothing. You know? Like, it's the most annoying thing you can do to an enemy. Where's the fucking monk that interferes here? There's the fucking martyr over there. Fuck you. There we go. That blade warrior is not going to live for long. Feeling. Time to deal with him. No. Going to try to pick up as much as possible. You know. Let's go. Alright. I'm going to interrupt that energy burn real quick. Because you're not good enough. And there we have two overseers. Chaos Storm maybe. Let's see this parasites. Heal, heal, heal. Apply pressure. There it is. There it is. The charge started and carried off many of my friends. They must be stopped. I will report back to my father. If you can get to the trebuchets north of here, perhaps there's hope. Nice. That is the bonus done. The good thing about prophecies is that the bonus stays. even if you fail the mission. That's not the same with other campaigns. Spar the Ravager. You're not going to ravage much, dude. Especially after I'm hitting you with this. Can't interrupt signets, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Just attack the Blade Warriors real quick. Because they actually do a lot of damage. And we don't want that. But yeah, as you can see, we're moving closer to the wall. With every centimeter that we're moving. There's a martyr over there. You need to always look out for monks and annoy the fuck out of them whenever you can, you know. Annoy the fuck out of every monk you see. And you're going to do good. Why would you run? Where are you going, little buddy? Let's use backfire on you anyway. The rest should be very easy, right? Alright. That's actually a relatively good stuff. Yeah, I should probably try to get that one. Compared to what I currently have. Not a generally good one, but compared to what I currently have, you know. Yeah, let's remove that. We're going to try to get our end weapons as organically as possible. Brought this. Catapults. You're going to die a painful death. I will tell you that. You're not going to have any energy left soon. Here's the thing. I don't know how to make it bigger on my screen. I've tried so many things with how to make it bigger. But unless I'm willing to make a sacrifice of one part of the game, I can make it different, you know? So I'm using these overlays to basically pad that out. Yeah, we need to take out the fire colors first. Those are going to be a huge pain in the butt in the long run. And then we can go after Cloth Storm. Who's going to die super quickly. There we go. I'm going to put it into fast casting. That's like the bread and butter right here. Okay, there's 2 fire callers over there. Which I guess makes sense. You're not going to do much to me, are you? Yeah. So yeah, let's get the crank that we just found to the Siege Master. But yeah, they did say as long as the trebuchets seem alright, we might have a chance. So let's go to the Siege Master Lormar.
Damn Char snuck up while I was repairing this trebuchet. It's missing a release lever, a restraining bolt, and an arming crank. Search the other wrecked trebuchets to find those 3 pieces and bring them to me. If you do, I can fix this little lovely, and we'll give those Char a taste of their own filth. To activate the trebuchet after it's fixed, pull the lever once to load it, and once again to fire it. Anything under its blast will get blown to bits. But hurry! More Char come through the wall every minute.
Yep, I know. Here you go. So yeah, we need to look at the wrecked trebuchets. Like, do you see that huge Char group over there? One more wrecked catapult over there. What did I tell you? Easy. Okay, let's bring that back to the Siege Master. There you go. Should be easily possible. Oh god. Okay, and now we need a restraining bolt, which we'll probably get from this wrecked catapult, maybe. Yup. Here we go. Let's give that to the Siege Master. It's actually the trebuchet. I got it. Pull the lever once to load it. See that big group of Char over there. And wants to fire. Bam! All gone. think we need to pick a different route down there. I'm always running around the wrong routes. I think we need to go over there. But yeah, now we can enter the battlegrounds here. We have another trebuchet over there that actually works, by the way. And we might even use it. Parasites, please. So yeah, here's the thing. Here's a ready-made trebuchet, but we don't have a lot of enemies here. Or do we? So yeah, they all congeal right here. If you get close to it, they will all congeal at one place, like this. And then we need to be quick to get to the firing lever. That should. There you go. There we go. That should get rid of some more. And with that many gone, we should actually be able to end this mission. So yeah, retaking the wall should be fine. Not too bad. Now that we've called their forces quite considerably, you know. So yeah, there's a few groups of chars left. Go for the martyr and immediately kill him. Good. Then these blade warriors can kill themselves effectively. I need to especially go after those that are going after Amicia, which is our healer. There we go. And one more warrior pair. Say we made it to the wall. Go. This is the last one. We need to take down the martyr first. As usual. Going to backfire. And then we go off the rod from one eye. The Chaos Storm. There we go. Easy. And this is the mission.
The time for action has come. No more cowering behind this wall. From now on, we take the fight to our enemies!
Prince Rurik! Prince Rurik!
What is it?
Prince Rurik! We are victorious, but it has cost us greatly. During their retreat, the Char took prisoners. Several of our wounded have been carried off.
Ascalons will live in fear of these beasts no more. We march to the north, to free our brothers and take back that which has been taken from us.
Alright, Prince Rurik. Alright. Here we are in Frontier Gate. And this is an outpost, not a mission. Talk to War Master Riga. King Adalbert himself has ordered us to hold the Frontier Gate, and that's what we intend to do. The world could come apart at the seams and he'd find the garrison still at their post. But it's our business here. I was appalled when I heard what happened. It is unconscionable that 2 of my men would try to steal from the temple. But when I went to confront Footman Tate and Footman Quinn with these allegations, I discovered they had fled. I do not think they can have gone far. Shiftless and gutless as they both are, they must be within the eastern frontier, or perhaps as far south as Pockmark Flats. And yet, now more than ever, all my men must stay focused on defending the wall. Yeah, these bullets will not escape. And Ruins of Sumia. You're another one of those Vanguard soldiers looking for Prince Rurik, are you? He didn't wait for you, but I think you still have a chance to catch up to him. The prince headed north to pursue the fleeing Char into the ruins of Sumia. Follow the road from the Frontier Gate to Sormia to rejoin the prince and rescue the carried off by the Char. I directed Captain Myken up to that not too long ago. He might be able to direct you further. Alright. I'm on my way. Let's go. So yeah, this is a regular quest, but this will lead us to the next mission. I don't think, is it a primary? It's not even a primary quest. But yeah, it will lead us to the next mission north of the gates. And as Prince Rurik said, the next mission is all about taking back the prisoners from the Char. And this is where the Grawl get from regular enemies to obnoxious very fast. Let's see if we can get through. There's way too many of them here. But yeah. Alright, we're heading to the ruins of Sirmia. This is going to be tough. Super tough. Because there's way too many people here. I always get overwhelmed here. I don't know if it's going to happen today too, but I get overwhelmed quickly. We're doing pretty great. We're not going to do the next mission today, but this is going to be a... There it goes. This is how it always goes. We're drawing in one more group. Then the next group comes in. Yep, the next group wanders in. Got their own set of healers, so you have to take them out. And by taking them out, you're going to join the next group, and then... yeah, okay. I already know the outcome. As I said, these come in bunches, and there's always too many. Wow, we actually almost made it the full 3 hours. We didn't even get as far as I wanted to. This is going to be more slow than I thought it would be. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright. We just need to move for here, and we're at the ruins of Sirmia. Which is going to be our next mission. You've arrived just in time. The prince has already begun scouting the path, and from what I can see is prepared to pursue the Char on his own if need be. He asked that I remain in this area and direct everyone I can find to join him, and I'm doing my best to carry out his orders. Please gather the forces quickly as you can, and see if you can catch up with Prince Rurik before he tries to face the Char army on his own. So yeah, this is the next cooperative mission. And this would be where we're switching to our Necromancer. But this is actually the end of the stream. So yeah, sorry guys that I have to end it now, but we did 2 missions. I really thought we would do more, but I couldn't get to it. I'm sorry, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching, though. I did enjoy this adventure today quite a bit, you know. And I hope you did too, to a degree. I was pretty tired, but I'm hoping I got at least some of the things across that I wanted to get across, you know. And yeah, we're going to continue this in the future. We'll have to see when we're going to do more late night streams. But yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow I have it planned that we're going to play Silk Song. So stay tuned for that. And if you want to see more on Guild Wars 1, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And I will see all of you next time. Trilightning out.